And we're back at Skyway Park Bowl in Seattle, Washington. The next player in line, Randy Pedersen, and he is yet to finish up his practice shots here on lanes 33 and 34.
Randy, one of the young tigers on our tour. He looks to me just like my son, only he's about 4 inches taller. But the face is just so similar, I can hardly believe it.
And he's not bashful.
No, and neither is my son.
No. Randy Pedersen, very animated, emotional, volatile type of a player. If he gets it going, he can beat just about anybody. And he is now conferring with National Tournament Director Harry Golden and deciding which way he's going to head in this match. And he's going to start, and he will start on the left-hand lane.
Interesting. He's going to let Kreitz finish on that left lane that he's been hitting so well.
I mentioned as we headed into that last break that Tom Kreitz and Randy Pedersen are teammates. They bowl the doubles together, so this has got to be an unusual match for them.
And if Randy Pedersen should make it out of this match, he bowled the regional doubles with George Brennan III. Well, the crowd suddenly came to life. Are they all his relatives?
That's a possibility. Out of Santa Maria, California, Tom Kreitz has been a survivor thus far. He defeated Amleto Monticelli 184-175 and then knocked off Dave Husted 236-181. Kreitz thus far averaging 210 this evening.
Hasn't had an opponent shoot 200 at him yet, though, so we'll see what happens if Pedersen gets a few strikes in.
Both players 26 years of age. Both players with 3 PBA titles. George Branham has 3 titles too, doesn't he?
It's getting so now that 3-time champions in the Tournament of Champions get eliminated, although both these guys have exemptions from winning the PBA National.
Fans really turned out all week long. The Seattle area has been a great area for bowling for many, many years, and of course the PBA has been coming out to the Great Northwest for over 2 decades.
This is the 27th Seattle PBA.
Wow. Of course, many years held at Leilani Lanes, and now, of course, at Skyway Park, and it's too far back for me to remember, but where did they used to bowl the early days in Seattle?
I think it was Ballinger.
That's right. Didn't Johnny Gunther win there one year, local?
He won at Leilani.
Oh, he did. The place had to go crazy, I'll bet.
Kreitz back on that left lane that he likes so well.
Well, if he could stay there all night, he would probably wish to do so.
Re-rack on lane 34 for Pedersen. Looks good to me right now. I'd shoot that rack.
Yeah, but your eyes aren't as good as theirs. When you used to bowl for a living.
I had a sore finger, I know, from pushing the buttons.
That's right. A callus on that index finger.
For the double. And the right lane hooking early again. He got it wide in a hurry. Didn't stay behind that ball all the way through it.
Randy Pedersen has also captured a PBA National Championship as he dips in for a little rosin or something.
Got some tape.
Is that what it was?
Yeah, he's going to put it in. But I think he's using a different ball to shoot the spare with. Leaves the 610. You move left and go cross lane at the spare. Almost chopped it, but got it.
You saw the money earning thus far this year, and last year Randy won over $100,000.
Putting that piece of tape he took out in now. It's pre-cut tape.
Good tip for the amateur players to have that tape ready and prepared so that you don't have to get the scissors out and take up too much time. You know, it's amazing, the advent of those batters clubs, the number of Major League Baseball players that have gone to it, but so many of the bowlers now wear the golf gloves or the batting gloves.
A lot of them will wear gloves with the fingers covered where they don't have the feel of their natural skin on the ball.
I know Pete Weber has done that through the years. Well, the 2-pin stands. Luckily, the 10 fell. Did you ever try and use a glove, Mike?
Never did.
Yeah.
Used a variety of different wrist devices over the years to keep my wrist firm, but never did try the glove. Maybe for the seniors. Camera person behind the screen back there moved. Have those large cuts in that screen, and the bowler can remember Slagle last week. Could see it. That bothered him. Randy spotted somebody moving back there.
Well, any distraction, right or left, at about 45 feet is obviously going to bother you a little bit. Pedersen with a spare up in the second, and Kreitz leads by 1, but he's on a strike. Winner of this game to advance into the championship game here, the $115,000 Seattle Open, and the winner will bowl George Branham III.
Who told me that he had a good shot on the pair.
Did he? Good ball reaction?
Just doesn't give it to the room on that right lane, 34. That's the trouble he's had has all been on that lane. 4, 6, 7. Just doesn't give it enough room to the right. Over about the second arrow there, but only gets out to about the 6th board. We've seen him go out much wider than that. And he almost had that 3-pin up there again. I guess he wishes he would have had a chance to make it. At the 4-7, hoping for a bounce out. Doesn't happen.
Well, instead of the opportunity to really take the lead here in the semifinal game, Kreitz now trails by 11 after the Open.
Look for Kreitz to come back, though, because he's got the left lane zeroed in. Every time that he strikes on the right lane, it should be a double.
Now, if you're George Branham, obviously you've taken note of that. You won't let him finish on that left-hand lane should he win this game.
That's what I would have thought Pedersen would have done.
Well, I don't think there's any question that the left-hand lane has been kind to Tom Kreitz. He just has to solve the puzzle on the right-hand lane. When we come back, it'll be Randy Pedersen in the semifinal game.